This is The Party with Serene
and Pearl.
Get it right, Poddy.
Welcome back to the Trim Healthy Mama podcast. I'm Dan Sanchez, and of course, I'm joined by Pearl and Serene, and we have Amy Gaskin with us too, our director of operations, but our executive coach as well.
Yes,
Both.
thank you.
2 hats for you.
Lots of hats.
And today we're going to be talking about something. I don't know if we've talked about this on the podcast before, but we're going to be talking about public health, or how Trim Healthy Mama would approach public health.
We should have talked about it before. Like, I am already very passionate about the subject.
It's a big deal because the Maha movement's taking place. Lots of different reform when it comes to food. And Nate did some interesting research and pulled up some stats of our state of Tennessee, right? And found some concerning results with our overall state rank health-wise. It's all the different scores put together. Our state ranks number 44 out of 50. So we're in 44th place. And then even more so, like, we were like dead last when it came to people having multiple chronic conditions. We're number 49 of premature death, number 48 in smoking, 46 in frequent physical distress, and 43 in being physically inactive.
Can I say something
I'm
sad?
like, woo!
Am I allowed to interrupt and say something sad?
Of course.
We're also very much part of the buckle of the Bible Belt, correct?
Yeah. I mean, that's Tennessee. I mean, Texas is known as the buckle, isn't it?
Okay,
I thought
well,
it was
the
Tennessee,
South,
but-
right?
Oh.
The South is known as definitely part of the Bible Belt. And I'm like, we should be realizing that, you know, the blessing of this created body, the gift of it, and the fact that we are the temple of God. And, you know, if there are a lot of people that are in Tennessee are professing believers in God, I don't understand that you
Gluttony's
think
not a real sin?
Right. I'm not understanding it.
I think it needs to change. Yeah, and
So-
I think that we should get more proactive and start influencing our political leaders.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think there was a debate, right? We were even talking about it pre-show, kind of like, well, like, do we want the government involved in this?
I
That could be a
know.
problem later on.
Well, we have
But it is
alcohol
involved.
banned
Yeah.
by government, right? For 21 and under or 18 and under here in America. Is it 21 and under?
21, yeah.
Well, I mean, because we don't want children getting a taste for alcohol, correct?
Yeah.
We want them to have a bit of wisdom before they take that on board. Well, I think the same with soda. We don't want them getting a taste. I think it should be banned. No, I'm serious.
18 years old for soda.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, bad cop right here. I love this. So,
Well,
okay.
Gatorade is probably more prevalent for children.
Yeah,
Tons
I
of
would
sugar.
I would never go this far, but let's just take what Serena's saying here. Children are getting adult diseases of type 2 diabetes.
right.
Yeah.
They are facing obesity. They are facing things that 40-plus-year-olds normally do. So, hey, it's not too far-fetched.
And also, you know, alcohol, it wrecks your health, right? But it wrecks the family.
Alcohol
but I would
is
like
broadly abusing alcohol
yeah,
because I like
like
my wine, everybody.
glass of
we
wine,
do.
sure, sure. But, you know, it's not only in excess abusive to the body, it's abusive to the family, correct? And I would like to say that's the same about sugar. It's not just abusive to the body, it's abusive to the family because we have children that can't concentrate on school. They're just totally hyperactive. They're wired on sugar and then they get in trouble. They get spanked for their behavior. And then you have parents melting down and, you know, not using the fruits of the spirit because they're on sugar crashes. And I just feel like sugar is part of the breakdown of family.
Well, and pair that with the inactivity of children. They're behind a screen constantly and not going outside. We just had a baseball tournament for my oldest son. And one of the moms said, this is just so hard on them because they hardly go outside. I said, well, like, change the Wi-Fi password and they aren't going to be on there and they'll go outside.
That's your
You know?
problem. That's your
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what's concerning to me? Are we allowed to just talk?
Yeah.
Are we allowed to? Yeah.
That's why we're here.
Okay. Well, you know, we have structure.
We'll do,
now.
Do I need to take your mic away?
You gotta-
Yeah. So, you know, what is really, you know, hard for me to understand is we are flooded with information now. We're not back in the dark ages, right? So people that go to my Walmart in Dixon, they do not look healthy. They are like the people on this Tennessee, and I hope this is not rude, but
It is, but keep
It's
going.
the
Okay.
truth. I think it's pretty clear.
yeah,
It's
they're
rude
on
truth.
they're on this Tennessee thing that you read out about 49th in the state for this and that, and we're just very, very far down on that scale of where we are in the state for health. You know, they have iPhones. And they are looking up all their stuff. I don't know what they're looking up. They're watching movies, they're playing video games, they're looking up stuff. But on my iPhone, I have incredible information that can get me jacked. It can get me shredded. It can get me healthy. It can help me lose weight. There is the most update information out there. We're in a world where it's all at our fingertips, and I don't understand how here in Tennessee, we're not blocked from information. How come we're just stuck in our rut?
Because it's cultural.
Yeah, and mindset.
And I think, you know, getting I mean, back to the political thing. Our family, I think, has more sway, how we're brought up, than a political leader telling us what to eat, correct? Sure. So I think it has to start with the family. But school, for instance, like, you know, our new book, 7 Skills to Lasting Health, really is simple enough for children. I would love to see that go into the schools here in Tennessee.
Can we start with the preschools?
Yes. Yes, we can. I mean, what? Skill number 1, eat breakfast. Yes. Skill, and not Frosted Flakes, right? Okay, teach them how to eat breakfast. Skill number 2, eat protein. My grandsons we don't say, you know, count your protein and get obsessive, but they love it.
Yeah.
They count the protein in their meal. They're strong. You know, skill 3, eat your
Well,
veggies.
your little granddaughter, Priscilla, she goes in, what is she now? One?
She's 1.5, yeah.
I've seen her lift weights next to her mama. She lifts like the 1 pound dumbbells, but she does the deadlifts.
sweet.
She does the goblet squats, all with this little pink weight.
Yeah, I know you've got official questions too there, Dan.
Yeah. It's really interesting to me. I've loved this topic. And I actually specifically think of like why with all the information, how come we don't know? And I think I got this from an insight from a book called Homo Deus. It was talking about like the evolution of humans and all this interesting things. But the thing that stuck out for me was right at the end of the book. There's this one insight that in the future, censorship doesn't look like restricting information. It looks like flooding the market with too much information.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah. Now that's something.
And I was like,
yes.
whoa.
Well, it's overload.
So that's what's happening.
That's what
I
it's
think
happening
you
to
hit
me
it.
right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I felt like I have the answers. I know how to get in the gym and build some glutes, right? And I was all about
You
it.
already built good glutes.
Yeah, but I want to build some more, and I'm all
Okay.
about it, and this is like my passion. So I'm like, okay, this is great. So recently I thought, let me just see what the latest influencers said. So I got on Instagram for the first time about this. Usually I get textbooks out from Brett Contreras, and I just follow a program. But I'm like, I'm just flipping, and I see all the different influencers. I'm so confused. I went to the gym this morning. I just wanted to sit and do nothing because they're all saying opposite things.
Decision fatigue's
A
real.
lot of information. I'm like, do I lean on my heels? Do I now lean over my toes? What do I do? And now I just felt like I had the worst day in the gym because I didn't know what was true.
So
Wow.
I love bringing this question back to what you asked before. People in Tennessee are not blocked from the latest information. There's an overload. And that's why, I mean, not to toot our own horns, but that is why this Trim Healthy message needs to get out there because it's simple.
Yeah.
Well,
You
it
can
starts
change
with the ultimate source of truth.
Yes,
the Bible.
The Bible.
We can stand on
it
that.
doesn't
So good.
overwhelm us.
And I think decide what you're going to do and do it. And
Yeah.
quit. Like, I talk to clients all the time, and I'm like, you keep grabbing for the next shiny thing, you know, influencers, blah, 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 whatever. Like, decide what you're going to do and do it.
Amy, you're from Mississippi.
Yeah.
Another state not doing well.
We are not.
And your whole coaching program is called Southern and Healthy.
Yeah.
And I've often wondered why you named it Southern and Healthy.
Because
like,
it can be. Because I wear that hat. I wore it during Disney when Wes and I went for our
Yeah.
anniversary trip, and people were looking at it. I'm like, it can happen. You can be Southern and healthy. You can.
I got
I'm
goosebumps.
proof.
I really got
Isn't that
goosebumps.
great?
Yes.
It's so great. And I have clients that come, like, I live in Minnesota. Can I be Southern and healthy? Yes, you can.
Yeah. That's great.
That was kind of something I didn't realize. I just thought people in my county would be my clients. And as y'all know, it
yeah.
became a thing. But it can be done. And I just think, like, you decide what you're going to believe,
Yes.
put it into practice, and go. And quit questioning things.
But for
you
me,
know.
deciding what I believe, it was a hard thing when Serena and I, before Trim Healthy, when we read all the latest books. And back then it was books. Now it's internet, right?
Yeah.
But I couldn't. I was like Serene with the glutes thing. I didn't know, so we kept trying the things. But when I took back my choices to what God actually approves and affirms and says, "Okay, this is your divine design, girl. I'm your creator." All of that kind of fell away, and since then, the peace has never gone. The peace has remained with me because it's so simple. The food groups are all for us. They're not against us when we do them in the ancient ways, the wise ways, the whole food. He's for us. It's so easy. I want to get that message out.
I agree.
Okay. Now, I love the message, love the soapbox, but if you have to get it down and get it practical, and actually, like, if you could sponsor a bill and maybe just have like 3 things that you're going to try to change in public policy, like what would they be? Something that you think would actually like might get accepted. Because if we outlaw soda after 18, as good as an idea that is, it's probably not going to get
Probably not
accepted.
going to fly.
Like, that's so simple.
Yeah, it is simple.
Want
It's
to.
super easy, but like,
Okay,
it's just not going to be received.
Yeah, if you're gonna do one that is gonna be received, because that's not.
Yeah.
Okay, can I just say, can
What are
we
you gonna do?
ban sugar cereals?
I mean, we got the colors out of some things.
Yeah,
Hey,
Maha,
it's
thank you,
progress.
Maha.
We
Yes.
do
Lots
have to
of
say that
progress.
Maha is starting to do
Yeah.
some great
Yeah.
things. Can we?
And
can we
don't,
give
don't
a clap?
forget our food chart that was created
Yeah.
to
Can
parallel
we, like,
that.
have a
Yeah.
cartoon come out now, like instead of like Popeye and spinach? Can we just have like an oatmeal cartoon that really like does well on oats, and it's cool again to have oats instead of
go.
Fruit Loops?
You know what? In the show notes, we need to put our own food pyramid, the Trim
Yes.
Healthy one.
That's
That
what I'm
is
talking about. It's
food.
so good.
Maha
good.
one
It's a
is,
good
is pretty good. It's definitely a lot better than what was, but it kind of, you have to look deeper to find out that, hey, healthy carbs are good. They actually believe that. They actually suggest 2 servings a day, but it's not on the pyramid.
Right.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Show notes.
So good.
Okay, so that's yours.
Well, no, I mean, I really want the soda one.
We're just dreaming here, right?
Yeah, we're dreaming.
Got a wish list.
Maybe can I ban Monsanto bread?
Oh,
And can we just all buy local bread?
What if you ban some of
local's
the
hard.
critical, like some of
Like,
the worst
Everybody
things
has a sourdough
Monsanto
baker in
does?
there.
What's
Like,
that?
What
What's
is
yours?
Monsanto
Corn?
doing
Yeah.
that you're like, if they would just stop doing these few things, like that might be the practical step.
You know what? I have to go for the top. All of this is nice and stuff, but
Yeah.
what's killing people? Sugar.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not talking about a little tiny bit of sugar, but if we could isolate one thing, it's the overconsumption of sugar. So we got to deal with that. So
soda, you
maybe we
with me.
can't ban the under 18, but what if we limit people to a certain amount every day? Is that crazy?
Well, I mean,
and then you go to
Because moderation isn't
no,
working.
no moderation. Once you get hold of that monster speaks to you.
yeah, the sugar monster speaks.
And
Okay,
it's
in a
what you
perfect
have when
world, in a perfect world, then I would say I would give a limit to and not natural sugars, added sugars. I would give a limit to this. I'm trying to be kind. 15 to 20 grams a day. People are having
Wow.
excess of 100.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but
In
I
a
don't
perfect
know.
world, sure.
Easy.
I'm not counting fruits and things
more,
like that.
more
Of course.
acceptable, harder to implement because it's hard to get people. You know, how do you measure? How do you implement that?
Right.
Oh yeah, it's
measure
too
it.
hard.
Yeah,
no
yeah,
one's
yeah.
going to do it,
Yeah.
but I would. But
It's-
sugars.
it's heading in the right
Oh,
direction.
do you know what I'd like to do? I would like to shape up the school food, which
yeah.
Maha's trying.
Yeah.
You know, and they're actually trying to link the schools to local farms. So it's like farm to school, like farm to table, and that's great. But I would love to get a hold of their list, their school lunch list, and just make it so there's more protein options, less refined carbs, and the hospitals, schools and hospitals.
Hospitals are
Let's clean
awful.
those up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, what's yours, Amy?
Since y'all did all the food, I'm gonna go movement.
Yeah.
And like incentivize getting outside. I mean, I'm just seeing it with my kids, and my boys play travel ball, and they still. It's not enough outside for me. The way that I raise my girls, we kind of have like 2 sets of kids.
Yeah.
They're all our kids, but you know, this the age range. I'm sure
Yeah.
you think about that. Your older ones and your younger
Yeah.
ones. And so, like, I think that would be really cool.
On the cameras.
But you see, the way we raised our children, you get in trouble, you get sent to DCS now. You just lock them outside. You're like, no, you don't come in, you climb trees. That's
Well,
what you do.
that's what we did. I was never. I have 2 younger brothers. They're twins. We're just 2.5 years apart.
Yeah.
From the moment we ate cereal outside, we did eat cereal for breakfast. Frosted Flakes,
But it was
actually.
outside.
But we
You
were
were
outside in the
moving.
sun. And then Mama brought our lunch out, our snack out, and then we came in for supper. I mean, that was
Yeah.
our summer.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know why I'm pro? You know, everyone's hearing about blocking children under 16 from social media. I actually let my children have
So
phones
why
when
can't
they
you
were
block
13.
soda if you
no,
can block-
okay, but listen, I let my children have phones when they were 13. So I wasn't a big anti-social media like mother. They were all fine. They turned out great.
yeah.
However, I do think it's a good idea just from sitting and scrolling is ruining our
Yeah,
youth.
it is.
It's ruining, it's
attention
ruining
span at all.
adults too.
Yes.
But that's called sedentary. The finger is the only one getting exercise. So yeah, I mean, well, Dan, what would you do? Anything?
Trying to think about how to turn it back to the 7 skills.
Yeah.
Like how to reduce the candy aisle and
Unshackle from sugar.
Yeah.
like increase the vegetable aisle. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
And just make it more widely available. Like if you just make a law that banned sugar items from end caps. And you know, in shopper,
Yeah.
I used to work in shopper marketing. The guys who are like positioning food inside a Walmart, and you can reduce the consumption of a thing just by by not letting it go in end caps. And you know when they stack like the big pallet in the middle of the aisle, there's a strategic reason they
Big
pay.
cheese
They
ball display.
yeah, they pay extra for those.
Right, but you know
Because
what
it clears
we're all
product.
doing, and I was doing it.
Yeah.
I was saying you can't. Here's the government, and we're going to control you. What if?
Yeah.
Which I don't really love that. What if it's all incentives? If you said, "Hey, you get this much taxes off if you're eating this
Oh, because
lower
why?
amount of
Because
sugar."
You're not burdening the
Shop
economy
the
with the
perimeter
future
of the
your.
store.
You are contributing to society. You're not pulling it down. What is pulling down our society? It's the healthcare system. No,
Yes.
we can't. We can't win. No one can win.
Yeah.
So what if you could even get to the point where you're not paying taxes because you're showing that your sugar consumption is so down. You're showing you're moving. You're
It's
one.
like your insurance gets lower if you don't
Yeah.
if you're not like a young reckless teenage boy.
Yeah, yeah. If you don't own a red sports car and you're not 18, your insurance
Oh
is
yeah,
Right,
I want to
yeah.
shout out THM for just a second.
Yeah.
Wes and I just did an assessment for life insurance.
Okay.
I got like the highest preferred rate.
Oh my
proud.
goodness!
I was so proud.
And that's coming from a woman who was sick.
Very.
And can I say
Very
something
sick.
though? This is what I don't know. I'm bringing it back, but I just feel like, you know, the consumer drives the sale. Like it's that need, it's that desire, and it's like the company's like, okay, I can sell this,
Yeah.
so why not? And so I don't know if it really is from the top down. I think it's from the instinct inside. So that's why I reckon what you said, put the 7 skills in schools, starting in preschool, so that you're training the mind and get it in hospitals, the 7 skills.
And that's the normal.
So that the nutrition people that come and say, okay, this is how you need to eat so that you can try and keep this disease from growing or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
But
get it inside the heads.
It's not just an education thing. Did you know, like, do you remember the Just Say No campaign for drugs
for
was
sure.
highly ineffective? It actually made drug consumption more because it wasn't an education problem. The one campaign they finally ran, and then you know who started pumping money into anti-drug commercials? Were the tobacco companies. Because they knew the teenagers would see it and be like, yeah, like, get the man, and they would go do the drugs or take the
Yeah,
tobacco or smoke
okay.
the cigarette. So the campaign that finally did it
Yeah.
was the Truth campaign,
Okay.
where they're trying to like pit it against the man trying to get you into addiction. You know, like the big
Okay.
tobacco companies. So it's not
Interesting.
just it's more than an education thing. It's also a psychological
It
thing.
is.
Yeah, for sure.
What's the psychological piece
What's
that
the
people are
influence?
missing? I do know that if you took off the end caps and stuff, that would have an impact of its own because it's had an impact for marketing. So if you just take away their exposure, it's kind of like it goes down.
I think it's the mama.
Yeah.
I think that is why I feel like Trim Healthy Mama has such a
So
powerful
important.
voice. It's the mama because it's the mama speaking into that child. You know, our children, they all come back and like, I've got such a hankering for your brick bread, mum. Your heavy, dense rye sourdough bread. They don't have a taste for this normal bread out there. They have a taste for what that was in their childhood. And so I feel like it's the mama who puts these healthy options on the table and who sits down with them and says, hey, this is what, you know, you could look like at 80, filled with muscles and you know, running around with your grandchildren, or you could be in this hospital bed. But it starts with what you do now, little Sally, when you're 2 years old. It starts now.
Yeah, casting that vision for your children. That's amazing.
You know, I love looking now as I have a generation. I guess the generations are moving on. So I have grandchildren. They've moved back to our house. So I saw this with my son Bowen. They moved to our house for 9 months, built a house, and have moved on. Now Meadow is back with her 3 children and her husband. They're living with us for a year, and I'm seeing their food choices as adults. I would never interfere. I don't want to say a thing. I mean, she's the mother, right? And I just stand back, and I'm like, oh, what does she have for lunch? Okay, it's lentil soup. I brought them up on lentil soup. Serene, what you're saying is right. She has a hankering for these things that, were yummy and tasty, but healthy. And I just stand back, and I'm just like, oh, it all paid off. Not perfectly. I have one son who still likes some junk food, but he's coming around, My others are crazy healthy.
I will say public policy is hard, and there's this like the middle ground, this practical road you try to take, and there's always going to be someone who disagrees with things, but it's an interesting conversation, right? Trying to think of like what can be done from a social level that can actually make a culture or a state healthier.
The hand that rocks the cradle rules the world.
Yeah.
It's the mama. That's all of this for me. And everyone can have their own opinion.
Yeah.
You can have your own opinion listening. My opinion now is it's the mother. The power is in the mother. Because then she'll make the healthy husband by default. The wife can't change a man once he's 20-something years old and say, we're not going to have pizza in our house.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. It's what he's raised on is what he's going to keep wanting.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. And not to toot my own horn, but I think it is the mother because in our home, my husband, he's Charlie, right? And if you've been a long-time listener, he loves junk food. He brought a little bit into the home, but he kind of respected me and didn't bring a lot. And he ate my healthy meals, but like he took the children to McDonald's. He would treat them with soda. He would buy them candy and stuff like that. Yet I think my influence, as the mother, because I think we do have a stronger influence. Maybe fathers definitely have a stronger influence in other areas. But I was making most of the meals, and
in the kitchen,
they went healthy. They didn't go that way. They went this way to health overall. So you're right.
Yeah, I agree. Even when I think back again to shopper marketing days, they always refer to the customer as her because of that. It was always her, she. They always referred to it in the feminine because it was the mothers actually making a lot of the purchases, and P&G knows that. Procter and Gamble, the people selling shampoos and Old Spice, maybe not Old Spice, but like all the different consumer packaged goods that you buy, like Windex, all that kind of stuff. All those companies know the main buyer in the home, especially for a traditional home,
Right.
is the mother.
And I think women need to be empowered with that fact. Not be scared by it, but be empowered by it. Because you can choose. I mean, I have 5 children. You have 5. I don't know. I think we've lost count. How many kids you have?
We don't
but like,
know.
you have 4. Such a potential. All those little arrows we're shooting out for their families, and it's do it. Take the
And
bull
it
by the
doesn't have to
horns.
look perfect now
No.
because I had that one son, Noble. He won't mind me saying he is the one who chooses junk food more than the others, but he still chooses healthy food too. But there were times when I thought he's only ever going to eat junk food for the rest of his life because of how it looked when he was a certain age or whatever, and he despised healthy food and all. He went through those stages, but I believe that it gets in deep and that it lingers and that it affects the rest of their life. So don't,
Oh, that's scripture, Pearl.
train up a child in the way she should go, he or she, and they will return.
Do you know what I would like to say too? I think these are realizations that we're having after all this mishmash, hish-hash. It's the mother. But the mother needs 7 simple skills.
Yes,
She does not need all the crazy, because I turned my children off at a certain stage when I was in my tangents, when I was in my raw food, kick the oven out of the house, have everything, dehydrators running with bird seed burgers and everything. I just had children who all they wanted to do was run over to their Nana's house, to your house, and just get a nice piece of toast.
Yeah.
And get some real comfort food. So I feel like it's the mother with simple skills that are grounded, that are easy, that celebrate the food groups, where the children can be like, I love this. This is delicious. I do not feel restricted. And, they get the hankering for the whole clean foods, and then they continue. They raise their children, their children, their children, their children.
Beautiful.
But
it can't
Amy,
it can't be complex.
What about mothers that start, trim healthy, these whole skilling, what we call it?
Because Can we say skillin?
Skillin. Yeah, you can say skillin.
The southern,
healthy.
yeah.
I'm joking.
But no, and the skillin, and their children are older. They're starting later. Like we started when our children were small, and you started when you had some early
I
teens.
did. They were, yeah.
And was there a pushback?
Yes.
Because your house had sugar in it,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, it
Okay.
still does.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
it
So
still
tell
does.
us.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's leading them into anything, but
Yeah.
again, it's scripture. So if you believe scripture,
Yeah.
you know. But I think there's a place. You and I talked about our trip. I was going to have a little dessert.
Yeah.
And then on the baseball trip, I had
Yeah.
ice cream
Yeah.
at Dairy Queen. Oh my gosh. Well, I made a post about it.
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Because you're at a stage now where it's
I
totally
am.
okay.
I used to not be though.
Yeah.
You'll get there, and your kids will too. They're not going
Yeah.
to do. Our children. I have a 21-year-old. I have a 19-year-old, a 17,
Yeah.
12, and 10, and they're not always going to do what you lead them towards.
So true.
But you drop those little things and the little seeds and plant and do.
Without a bunch of pressure and
Right,
you must. Without
right.
more with that. This is fantastic and I feel great.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so blessed to eat this way. And I think that's
and they're going to see your example over
volumes.
time. That
Yes.
consistency.
And when they start their families, it's
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah,
when those
they're
gonna
seeds
go
come
back to it,
home
yep.
and they really get
Yeah.
fertilized because it's like, okay, it's more than just about me now. You know, now
Yeah.
I'm raising a child and now I have a husband to look after. So now, what was that stuff my mom was
Yeah.
into?
What was that recipe? Yeah. I wanted to say too on the 7 skills. I'm doing a book club and group coaching, and these people I was telling in the executive meeting today about this. It's been really cool. I was a little nervous kind of about doing it because we already talk about this so much in coaching, but it's still just reinforcing what y'all have always said this whole time, 15 years. So get the darn book and do it. Like it's just so good. And I'm seeing, light bulbs go off where, they were getting kind of, I don't know, maybe a little, it's just easier to not choose the right thing.
Yeah.
But yes, it is. It's
Yeah.
easy to put some berries on your plate, have more plants, just simple things like that. It doesn't have to be hard.
I love that.
That's why I love that so much.
Man, I feel like we could probably just do the whole podcast about nothing but this topic.
I know it's a good
But there's
one.
one topic I am curious to get to because I swear I saw this trend on TikTok and I was like, oh my gosh,
Okay.
how is it? Maybe this is a thing. Maybe it is a thing. I don't know. Like I'm the newbie here trying to figure out what this is. But
Doing
there
great.
is this trend of drinking gelatin before a meal
Myth.
to kind of get some to be satisfied, be a little bit more full, and save on the calories, I guess.
Do you drink the gelatin with hot water? Do you?
I would hope so.
I would think so because
think
you have
so.
to bloom
Yeah.
gelatin or it
Yeah,
can
yeah, yeah.
cause digestive distress.
Yes.
Maybe they're saying you.
They're just drinking gelatin. I didn't catch whether it was
maybe
a hot
this-
water or not.
Maybe like in my head, if they were trying to be smart and it still doesn't work, it could be like, oh, have like a sugar-free Jello because it's this big gel that plugs your stomach
Yeah.
out with feel, but it doesn't because the warmth of your
Right,
internal
dissolves
temperature,
it,
your
right.
digestive acids
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
it thin again.
But hold on. I'm a little confused by you because you're like, myth, no, this is
is a
stupid. Well, hold on. Gelatin, healthy grass-fed gelatin.
It's good for the gut.
Super healthy.
Yeah.
Good for the gut. It may have with drinking like a hot broth with it or water, it may have some
It has the only
satiety.
satiety that it has, I believe, is the placebo effect of it going viral and the fact it's
It's
little
another
thicker
shiny
than
thing.
water.
Yeah.
So there might be a very mild blunting in society, but it's nothing like the scientific data of whey.
Yeah, whey is
Whey, because whey with its leucine is actually signaling your body this is an entire full complete protein. I am satisfied and it's very, very low calorie, right? Because you're adding the whey preloader is adding whey with just a little bit of water and you're having it like half an hour before a meal and your body's saying, oh, I've had a full serving of protein, I feel, and it triggers those satiety hormones. Gelatin does not. It does not have the full amino acid complex. It does not trigger satiety hormones. And whey itself.
basically no leucine.
Right.
Very low leucine,
And
yeah.
gelatin does not trigger GLP-1. Whey triggers your own GLP-1.
Do we know that it doesn't at all, or it's just much lower than whey?
It's
Not known as a...
Gelatin can trigger a 24-hour like lower caloric consumption, but it doesn't trigger the satiety hormones.
Here's
like
what I
whey.
want to say about it. I feel like gelatin's healthy. If you're getting your full protein in your meal and you're finding that this helps you, it's like having a soup. There's broth in the soup. Studies have shown that you consume less overall because you're satiated by the broth. I think it could work like that. Like, let's just say someone does it and they're like, oh, I'm just rocking trim healthy when I do gelatin before my meal. You know what I say? Go girl.
Good cop. And I would like to say good cop, that's fantastic. But as bad cop, I'd like to say I want you to have the biggest and best tool. If you want satiety curbed, whey protein is your friend. Now, I would like to think, Pearl, that if that satiety of a broth would be also because you're enjoying the flavors, you're enjoying that umami that normally comes with a broth, and like, oh, I'm having an experience here. But if you're just downing a shot of gelatin and water, that doesn't feel like you're at all getting blessed.
Okay.
So I think maybe because it's shiny and because it's a viral
it
TikTok,
is.
but I just don't want to lead. I don't want Trim Healthy to lead people down the right path, wrong path, and say this is going to be the thing.
Yeah, I will say I have clients that may be allergic to collagen.
Okay.
And they'll use gelatin.
Yeah, and that's
in their
fine.
coffee because
Yeah.
it doesn't taste.
Right.
And
And
but
it's
if it sits
great-
a while, they
yeah.
have Jello coffee. So
Exactly.
Be really careful.
And that's great for
But,
their skin,
yeah,
hair,
it is.
gut, all
Yeah.
those things, long as it's bloomed in hot water somehow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We sell gelatin.
We do.
correct? It
We
is a
do.
thing.
Just
I
gelatin.
love
Yes, we do.
gelatin, but it's just the science doesn't show that it has
And
that
it-
same satiety signals.
Yep.
And it's,
Yeah.
if people are going to the store and buying that Knox pork gelatin, you know,
Not
that
the
is
same.
not clean, is nearly as clean as grass fed, like what we sell.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, I'm
I
a
think
bad
the
cop on
only
that.
reason I'm bad cop is I'm like, if somebody's going in the gym to build glutes, and
Gelatin
they
ain't the
they
way.
either do the hip thrust,
Yeah.
which would be the whey protein in this
Yeah,
scenario,
okay.
or they've got little pink Barbie dumbbells and they're doing like a little little squats.
Little squats.
And I'm like, there's a better way.
Right.
This
Okay.
might help you a little bit.
Yeah.
Sure, you get
But
a
it's
little
a
bit of
better way.
toning, but yeah.
Yeah.
But it's probably not too. I mean,
It could be a good closer.
like drinking a glass
if you
of
wanted
water
to.
is going to help curve.
Yeah.
It's
how full you are, too.
definitely not harmful
Yeah.
and
Right.
may even be beneficial, but Serene wants to bad cop it out. And I actually agree
So
with
it is
her.
not gelatin is not a complete protein. Is
No.
that what you're saying?
I think
It's
what
not.
I'm trying to, and it doesn't have those same amino acids that
Got it.
trigger the satiety hormones or trigger the GLP-1, which is a satiety signal. But I think what's upsetting me the most is just all of the cray out there on the reels, and people jump on.
Yep.
Like I'm wanting to jump on with all these crazy
Yeah.
glute training things, and I'm
You
getting
have
so
to have some
confused.
self-control. You don't have to.
I want it to be simple for people, like the 7 skills.
Absolutely.
These are the things that help. Here we go. But all this little red bell and whistles can distract people, and they want to give up when they're like, "Well, I've even
Agreed.
tried that now.
So
and it
good.
doesn't work."
Amen.
Well, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on.
Hey, you're my bro. Guess
Product
what's back?
product feature. Brownie mix. It's back in stock.
What
and
else
the
is
cookie
back?
mix.
Cookie mix is back
Cookie mix is back in
too.
stock.
I
In
love
fact,
our
it's so
cookies.
just back in stock that I couldn't even get it from the warehouse because it's like on the way to the
So
warehouse.
we don't. Okay, when this is dropped, this is live. Is it on the? Is
This
it
is
on the
live.
store right
Like,
now?
if it's not, then I'll make sure
we
it's
can.
live.
We can get it there.
Wait,
No worries.
Mike, send Bev a message.
Okay, so we have had. I'm going to
Undraft.
Yeah,
We have had so many like requests. Bring brownie
Yeah.
mix back. Bring cookie
Well,
mix
it's here,
back.
everybody.
The
It's
problem
back.
was manufacturing people. That's why it's very hard to keep in stock because we do short runs on it.
Yeah.
And so we can't go to some big manufacturer and say, do this. And then we had to find our own place and, you know. all
I've
of
We're
not tried
working on
this
that,
yet.
girl.
I've not tried this yet, so I'm really looking
Oh,
forward to it.
my
I've heard
goodness.
good things
So
about this
good.
sucker.
Do you know what
So-
I'd like to say about it?
Yeah, tell
It
me.
needs to be
Her.
in schools
Hold
and
it.
hospitals.
Hold it up for the
Schools
camera.
and
Hold it up.
hospitals.
Talk about it, girl.
Trim Healthy brownie mix.
Yeah.
Talk about how easy it is because it is
Yeah.
so simple. But I
Yeah,
haven't
you
made it in
just
a
add
while.
your liquids, and it's the most true to taste brownie mix. I think
Mm-hmm.
I've tasted the ones in the stores in the Publix and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not naming brands. And you know, of course, Serena and I are the founders of this stuff, but I'll stand by it that it tastes better than other like low carb mixes and stuff. And the ingredients, they're pure healthy superfoods. You've got your collagen in here. You've got all this stuff. You've got your fibers. You've got your gut healing, and you've got your sweet brownie mix. Our
No sugar, no artificial
So it's
sweeteners.
not just an alternative. Like, it's actually good for you.
It's actually good for
Come
you.
on, that's
How
even
would you
better.
eat it? Like if you made a pan, how would you eat on it throughout the week? What would you do?
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm at goal weight, but even so, I don't like having. I would call this as made, as you make it with butter or coconut oil. I would call it not excessive, but a heavy kind of dessert. It's definitely S for the satisfying for the fats. For me, I love some in the afternoon with coffee.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Optimized
of course, I'm
collagen?
going to get,
Yes.
optimized collagen is perfect.
Yes.
Maybe your coffee would have the optimized collagen or the optimized chocolate whey, so you'd have like a mocha coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do love a little something after dinner. But for me, it's a little something. Of course, I'm going to have a big dessert here and there. But my routine is just to have like some dark chocolate, or just I'll cut it into very small squares
Sure.
and just have it frozen or refrigerated so it's
Ooh,
really
like
cold.
a bite?
Brownie is
Oh,
good.
amazing.
Oh my goodness.
And it's just like this little pop of chocolate. That's so amazing, people. So that's the way I would do it. You could have it for breakfast. You
yes,
could do
I've had
you.
it for breakfast. So
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So, Coach
So
Amy,
good.
you're saying I can't eat like a whole sheet of brownies?
You
Even
can,
if we're
but
healthy.
you might regret it.
I think you could, but we're also, concerned about our women who are like, I'm on Trim Healthy Mama, not just for health, but I really have a lot of weight to shed. And we'd
Yeah.
like to say this
Yeah.
is not your main meal.
And they
Yeah.
also need to learn self-control. That's one
Yeah.
of the reasons
Yeah.
why many of them are in the situation they're in. Not everybody.
Yeah.
But we've got to learn self-control. And an 8x8 pan of brownies is a good
Yeah.
way of doing that.
Yeah.
And I have not on plan people, not just the people in my house, but other family, friends, they love it.
Yeah.
great.
So, like 1/12 of just this mix is only like your serving size is only 60 calories. So, what is in here is very light, very
Yes.
health giving. Then you're going to add some fats, and you can add less fats and more of the liquids
So
if
could you
want.
do egg whites instead of whole
Yes,
eggs?
you could change it how you want if you
Yep.
want to have larger servings at night. I'm only talking about at night after you've already had a full meal.
Yeah.
You know, when you pile big desserts on top every night, for some women, especially those of us who are aging, it gets a bit
less
much.
beneficial. Yeah.
But that like one little thing, and maybe it's frozen, so it takes a little longer to eat, and it's like, oh, glorious.
But when we go to baby showers,
Oh, we just-
make the full sheets and we pile on the big servings, and
we have
everybody
it with-
else's Trim Healthy Mama
So
desserts.
do y'all
we pile on the
add
big
like
servings.
chocolate chips, nuts,
Yeah, we add
anything?
chocolate chips.
What
Oh,
nuts
yeah.
do you use?
walnuts.
I like pecans.
Oh yeah,
'Cause she's Southern.
And
I
I
am.
like, but if I really want to indulge, I'll not only have it like this with all the butter, I'll have whipped cream on top.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you got, there's a place for that too,
is.
and it's not
Some
hurting
ice
my
cream.
blood sugar, not doing anything, but just giving me wondrous, glorious moment.
I think
That
what we're
vitamin
saying
P.
is there's balance in life. There's times to really be heavy with the decadence and even the serving size on holidays and anniversaries. And there's other times that we think, okay, well, this is not an everyday thing where I have a whole
Right.
full slice with whipped cream and
Well, that's awesome. Brownie mix and cookie mix. Even though we don't have
Back.
the cookie bag here, as I
It's
didn't get there
back.
in
I'm
time,
telling
but
you,
it's back.
this is what my daughter's autumn's done. I don't know if Bree. We have bakers for daughters. She layers the cookie mix and then layers the brownie mix, so it's like a rookie.
I smell a
Oh.
new recipe.
oh, wow.
It's
And
exciting.
then she makes this
So
topping
creative.
for it. It's so delicious.
Taking notes.
Can you make ice cream cookies out of the cookies?
Yes, I would say so.
If it's the right kind of ice cream.
I bet you KJ has done it
Yeah,
already.
probably
in,
so.
in her, what's it called? In her Jolly Well, what's that ice cream maker called?
Ice
That's-
cream and
The
ninja?
creamy. She's
Creamy
made
ninja?
everything in a Ninja Creamy.
Do you have one of those?
Yeah, I gave it to my daughter-in-law for she's pregnant and she's craving ice cream.
Do you have one? I don't have one.
No, but
Not
I'm
my
about to
daughter.
buy one because I'm going to make a bunch of recipes for the new Life Giver Journey
Yes,
book. So,
very
yeah.
good.
There we go. And I wanted to finish this podcast off with kind of a new, try something else. Maybe we'll test a new segment here. But oftentimes, Google has this thing called autocomplete. You start typing in a few words, and
Yeah.
Google starts trying to guess where you're going. And sometimes you're like, oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yes.
And it'll autocomplete the thing. I use it all the time for research purposes. And I was just curious. So I typed in how to lose weight. And then, of course, autocomplete goes in and fills in a lot of different things. Every single, we call them a query, is essentially a question that people throw out there. So based on this autocomplete, these are the most auto-completed versions of how to lose weight that people type into Google, which is like millions of people. So I thought we'd do a rapid fire segment and see, just volunteer if you want to answer this one. So I got a bunch.
We'll
about
all have our
8 of
hands
them.
up constantly.
okay.
We should probably
Maybe I
have
guess a fight
turns.
for it
Can
then.
I ask you something? Does it go from top,
Yeah.
from most popular to bottom?
I don't know. And Google doesn't tell us that
Why
information.
don't we go like this? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Sure.
1, 2, 3?
Otherwise, you know what? We'll all be
Okay.
talking over the top. I don't
Yeah,
trust
okay.
myself. I need rules. Give me game rules.
Cool. Then we're going to start with Amy.
Okay.
And the first one is how to lose weight fast.
Don't.
Yes.
It'll come back.
You're like,
It's
one
coming
more
right
answer.
back on
But
when you stop.
if it was losing weight fast,
We'd
it
all be
would-
doing it.
Yeah, it'd be like, you can lose muscle and you can lose water, and that would be a good way of losing.
Do you
it
know,
fast.
it's interesting that was the first one, though.
first
People
one.
are still wanting to do it.
And we're trying to tell y'all don't work.
It's the closest to the top, which I imagine is closer to the top because it's the most likely. So
You can lose weight fast. You can't lose fat fast.
Oh, good. Very
you
good.
can lose that water weight. I used to be
Very
in
good.
wrestling, and we do that all the time. Just sweat yourself to death. You
Yeah.
can lose 5, 6, 7 pounds that way.
Right, yeah.
Unhealthy.
It doesn't stay.
No.
The loss does not
No.
stay.
Nope. All right. To Pearl, how to lose weight in your face.
Why would you? It's going to happen anyway as you age, right? So weight loss will, and if you're trying to, just let's say you think you have a double chin and your cheeks are too big, wait a few years because that will, maybe you'll still have a double chin, but your face will start to get gaunt. And I actually got fat injected into my face, fat from my thighs into my face. So you can go that far. You don't have to. But no, don't. I mean, you can do gusher and like all of that, but it's not pulling fat from your face. You can't isolate.
Is that just
fat
pulling
loss.
inflammation and like the lymph nodes?
You
stuff?
cannot isolate fat loss to one body part.
No.
You can build a muscle in one body part, like a glute, but you cannot spot fat loss on your body.
Can I add a little answer? Can
You're
we
going
add to each other's
yes.
answers? How to lose weight on your face fast? Go super, super, super high on a GLP-1 and don't eat.
Or fast.
Not recommended.
Right. So it means
Do
like
it.
you do it wrong. You do the medication totally wrong.
Okay. The next one was how to lose weight quickly, but it's kind of a repeat of fast. So we're going to move on to the next one. How to lose weight while breastfeeding.
Ooh, hey, perfect for you,
Oh,
girl.
how to lose weight on breastfeeding? Well,
While breastfeeding.
I would say take it slow, and I would say anchor every meal and snack around protein. That would be your main pointer. Your main, actually, I would say do the 7 skills, please, because the 7 skills will have you eating breakfast. Very important while breastfeeding. It's a no-brainer. The second skill is eat sufficient protein, which is the main thing for losing weight while breastfeeding, because breastfeeding is a time where you are using up those amino acids for milk, and so you're actually breaking down your muscle faster than a normal woman. And then number 3, eat plants. I mean, that's a no-brainer. It's going to make sure that you have plenty of non-starchy foods, that you're scrubbing all of those striated fats out of your muscle cells, so you're causing insulin sensitivity to come back. Then you're helping with your gut microbiome through eating lots of plants, and that helps with fat loss, bugs, and everything. And then skill number 4, separate your fuels. I'd be careful on that one. I really would. But if you were very heavy and gained lots of weight, you could do it carefully. You could do maybe like separate your nighttime meal, but have a really good crossover breakfast, crossover lunch.
So good.
Then after that, it's move. And I would give yourself grace, which is skill number 7 for movement. I wouldn't come back strong until 8 weeks postpartum. In the 8 weeks,
even then.
I would walk, and I would have really good posture, because posture is going to like aligning, having like that neutral spine. It kind of takes that intra-abdominal pressure off, because breastfeeding mothers, they're rounding over and they're shoving your pelvis forward, and they're causing this like can you imagine your
stress
fly
on it.
open on your
Yeah.
jeans? It's the ab muscles open, and that never really aligns the linea alba so that their diastases can heal properly. So I'd say posture and walking is all you need to do for 8 weeks, and check out some diaphragmatic breathing or whatever off of the Google. And then at 8 weeks, then I would start with our work-ins, and I would do work-ins till 6 months, and then weight training after that.
Yeah.
Okay, and then after movement, it is
Unshackle.
unshackle from sugar.
Yeah,
Was
don't
that
have
before movement?
Yep.
It was before movement.
yeah.
Well,
Okay,
that's a
that's
no-brainer.
Yeah.
We have our brownies when you have that
There you
hankering.
go.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if you're addicted to pop, do the Good Girl Moonshine. I like cider pop too, which is the Good Girl Moonshine with sparkling water. It's delicious. And the grace thing is the biggest factor. Grace, grace, grace for this baby moon
Yeah.
period.
Your goal is to feed a baby.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you
That
go.
was good, Serene.
Was so
In a
good.
nutshell, your whole book you're writing, you said it
There
then.
it
You said it.
In one go.
That landed on her perfect.
The next how to lose weight is how to lose weight with PCOS, which you need to lay out
Trim,
for us.
healthy wisdom.
Yeah.
And that's the 7 skills again. Protein, plants, and power. It is bringing all that in. It's simple.
Can you define what PCOS is?
It's actually PMOS now. They've changed the name.
Yeah. Well, people are still searching for PC.
I know.
So what is it?
Polycystic ovarian syndrome.
Okay.
And it's a
And it's changed
hormonal.
to-
Polymetabolic.
Metabolic.
Ovarian
Because
endocrine
it is so intertwined, and there's so many people in Trim Healthy Mama that have it, and it's difficult. It's difficult
Did
because
you
they
ever
don't
have
see
it? Because
progress.
you had so many
I had
hormone issues.
I wasn't ever diagnosed with
Okay.
it, but I had so many cysts. That's what led to my hysterectomy. But I see so many people, and when they, I'm going to say when they do what I tell them to do, which is what y'all are telling everyone to do, they see the results, and it's the consistency.
So
Because we've already told
protein,
them how to
plants, and power
power.
are the big three if you
Yes.
have PMOS.
Yes.
And then, of course, there's the additions that you can do. Get your
Absolutely.
thyroid checked, because oftentimes the
Absolutely.
people with PMOS have like thyroid issues, and then extra progesterone. is
Yeah.
so
If they're under
helpful for
40,
them.
just extra progesterone. If they're over, they could do a full.
And then if they've ticked all the boxes, maybe a very,
Little
very
GLP.
low GLP-1, low and slow.
There you go.
Amen.
Pearl, this is a good one for you. How to lose weight during menopause.
Okay, well, there's a book we wrote. It's 1,000
Healthy
pages.
Wisdom.
But you know what, guys? We are actually next, I think March is the release date, coming out with Hormone Harmony Made Easy, which is the condensed version with new information.
So exciting.
So, you know, I just heard from someone yesterday. They showed the Trim Healthy Wisdom book in their little bookmark, and it wasn't very far through. Just like, I might be finished with this next year. So, I mean, congrats to everyone who muscled their way through it. But yeah, when you're in menopause, the protein, plants, and power are like PCOS. PCOS is similar to menopause because they both cause insulin resistance. So those protein, that plants, and the power, meaning lifting, not necessarily being a gym rat, but strength training, is your way out, your way forward. And then, of course, optimizing your hormones if needed, and I say they're needed, optimizing your thyroid, and then at the same time incretin hormones lower. So maybe that's for you, maybe not. I don't use a GLP-1, but
Can you imagine not having your hormones optimized right
oh my
now?
goodness, I'll tell you why.
I would be crying here. Just crying.
I'm going to tell you something. So Serene got her diastases repaired, and whatever we do, you know, we kind of like, I went and got mine checked out. I had 5 children. So yeah, it's not too bad, but there's this big hole in the middle of my stomach where it's a thin part. It affects my lifting somewhat. So Serene could do it. I'm doing it too. I'm having muscle repair later this year. Well, this doctor is saying you have to stop your estrogen for a full month beforehand.
It's old school, but he's sweet.
Yeah, it's sweet. It's just because, you know, woman might be taking synthetic estrogen. They might be
Sure.
taking oral, which is bad. You can have a clot. And
Right.
sometimes when you're having surgery,
I did.
you know, I mean, yes. So Serene, you know, she looked it all up when she did hers. She kept on her estrogen.
Well, I wrote to the doctor all these
bet you
studies.
did.
Like I did a big like maha moment.
but guess what?
Sweet,
If
you
they're
love
not
me.
going to let me do that, I thought,
I would have
I'm
panicked.
going to be without my hormones. Do you know what that means for me? Like when you asked me that question? Horror. My hot flashes are going to come back. I'm not going to be sleeping. My mood.
Inflammation,
I
everything.
remember the
Yeah.
mood.
Can I tell you one thing though?
Don't take away my estrogen, people.
I went off of testosterone though, because that was one that they were like, you could stay on your estrogen then, but I went off of my T.
Why? That would be good for healing.
Well, I also think you and I wanted to use me as a guinea pig and test.
yeah,
and
testing
just
other
test,
forms,
and
yeah.
we were just testing. So I went off of it for the time because my doctor was like, yeah. And you were like, well, you could use it as a test. It's not as
Yeah.
important for your estrogen,
Yeah.
for your healing afterwards. So I went off. And I usually sit nice and high on my T and feel very energetic.
Can I fix your hair?
Yes, big sister. Anyway, so I went off. Do you know it went all the way down to 11 in my recovery, 6 weeks of recovery. And do you know what 11 means? Like
Lack of recovery.
lack of recovery. My muscle strength
Wow.
went down. Yeah, it was a
Wow, your
really
energy.
sad season.
I'm going to
I'm
be
so
making
sorry.
some
That makes me
petitions.
sad.
And I'm in the gym. Some people say, be in the gym, you'll get your own testosterone. Mm-mm.
Moving on.
Wow, sorry I hijacked that, but I needed to know.
The next question. Next question. That's what we're all about. That's why we're having a group podcast. Is for the interjections. So, the next question is it's probably a similar answer, but I'm going to throw it out there anyway to you, Serene. How do you lose weight in thighs? I know we said we can't spot reduce, but if someone's asking about the thighs, is there anything you want to say to those people?
Yeah, I totally agree with Pearl. You cannot spot reduce. There is no way to spot reduce because if the more you work out your thighs, you're going to make them bigger. Like
Can
going
we talk
into
about this right now? Because
well, I'm purposefully getting in the gym, learning ways on working out my glutes and not touching my thighs because I would like smaller thighs. And so, not that I want smaller thighs because of fat or anything. I just don't want to make them
ball. You
like
don't wanna-
that gladiator thigh.
gladiator
because the way I work out, it's for hypertrophy, and so whatever I'm doing is gonna get big. So people are like, oh, my thighs, so I'll work out on my thighs. No, you're just gonna be creating them bigger. And so for thighs to get thinner, you have to just do the slow and steady 7 skills approach.
Agreed.
And lose weight that's a sustainable long-term weight that will come off your
And I
thighs.
want to talk about thighs and glutes, right? I was looking at some studies, glutes versus thighs for myokine release. Myokine are the treasures that your muscles give your body. They are like BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic, factor, whatever it is, but they give your body presence. They give your body longevity. They turn down inflammation.
They help you with your memory
Yeah.
and help prevent dementia. And
So the bigger your muscle group, so when you're working out your arms, oh, that great, I worked out my arms today, but it's not releasing as many myocones as, guess what?
The bigger muscles.
The glutes.
Yeah.
glutes,
The
more than
glutes
thighs.
Really?
more than thighs. So when Serene's so obsessed about her glutes, well, she's giving herself presence, actually. She's affecting her brain, and that's why there's this correlation
That's
between
awesome.
brain health and the actual largeness of your glute muscle.
Wow.
I'm done.
I'm letting that one sink in
We
for a
all
bit.
love-
That's
I'm
like a
gonna
good
go home and
headline right
do
now.
Big
All of her
somethings, and we
lower
cannot
body
lie.
I got 2 more, and Amy, you get this next one. This one's sad to me, but it's here. This is what people are asking.
Okay.
How to lose weight while pregnant?
Well, some people might need to. They might. I have had clients that have lost weight while pregnant. And once again,
But are you
It's the
helping
7
them lose
skills.
weight while
well,
pregnant?
if they
or-
come from the standard American diet, they
Yeah.
come into coaching and they're pregnant and they want to become more healthy, they will lose weight. Or they're not necessarily gaining on the scale. It's
Yeah.
just factoring out baby growth and all the things. So I have walked a lot of clients through that, yes. But it's the same answer from all these other questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think because what you're saying is there's some people that come so heavy
Sure.
Yeah.
just
That it's
because of
actually not-
broken metabolism.
And they know, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant now. What do I do?
And they know that they cannot get heavier for their health because
Exactly.
high blood pressure and toxemia
yeah,
and all these issues.
preterm labor is so, risky and preeclampsia.
Yeah. So what happens really is the scale doesn't go up, but
Right.
the baby grows.
They are burning fat.
and they get enough nutrition,
Yes,
obviously.
yes.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
they're doing what I'm telling them to, yes.
Yeah.
That's why we ask these questions, because I was going to be
Yeah.
like, no, don't lose weight while you're pregnant.
Well,
but
some people
clearly,
may need
You,
to.
you might need to.
But I
Yeah,
do
might
want to
need to.
preface
And some people
this
need to
because I
gain
think
weight,
some
so-
people will write in and saying, "Don't tell people to lose weight while pregnant." We never would ever.
yeah.
I think when you get healthy and eat enough to sustain a baby, if there's a lot of excess, it's going to do that on its own with
right.
the
Yeah.
7 skills.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to throw it off to the group of you because the last 2 are almost like our first one. It's how to lose weight in 2 weeks and how to lose weight in 7 days. People are just getting a little bit more specific than
I
that.
think
It's
it
the
would
same
be,
answer.
It'd be no
Don't
No.
do it.
and no.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Well, you can't, but you can lose a pound in a week and it's safe.
Yeah.
But that's not what the goal is.
Yeah.
They're wanting to lose like 5 or
10,
10
15,
pounds
yeah.
and be crazy, and it's just
Well,
going to come right back.
The question was lose weight.
Yeah. How to lose
Again.
weight in
Again, there's
Fast in 2
plenty
weeks.
of good trends out there, not
lose
good,
your
bad
muscle.
trends on how to lose weight fast. You'll lose 50% of that weight will be muscle mass, and then a lot of water and very little fat, because the
And
fat
you're
doesn't really
gonna
start
be
within
so
the first
tired
1 or
and
2 weeks.
Yucky looking.
You're going to be hungry.
Yeah, if you
Like
don't
what
eat anything
fat?
for 3 weeks,
Yeah.
you will
And
drop
cranky.
a lot of weight.
What fat is actually getting lost? It's not really initiated in that first little bit. Like
Talk about
actual-
skinny fat, because I think that's something, I don't know that y'all talked about that.
We talk about skinny fat in our
In the
books,
book, yeah, I
but,
know you
but
do.
not really much on our podcast. And
Little
and
couple
I've been there.
sentences.
I actually got to a skinny fat state when I entered menopause, just because I wasn't working out with
Right,
weights,
right.
and I was eating healthily, but not quite enough protein, and so my body needed a lot more protein. I wasn't counting. I was maybe getting 15 to 20 grams per meal, and it
'Cause we didn't know
wasn't-
yet.
No, we didn't know what we didn't know. And I got to a skinny fat stage. I'm no longer there, thank the Lord.
And a lot
but-
of people that do GLP-1s wrong.
Yeah.
I love GLP-1s. My husband,
Yeah.
his success story is because well done GLP-1, and he
Well,
had already ticked.
and 7 skills.
Yeah, but that was already ticked.
Yeah.
He ticked it, and that's why we love GLP-1, because he wasn't using it as a crutch. He had all the other things ticked. He was doing all the things, and I believe everyone should do all the things first. But GLP-1s. I can't even remember what.
Because they call skinny fat.
Yeah, they call skinny
they-
fat.
yeah.
That's the sad thing, because people lose weight so fast. They kind of like blunt their appetite to the point where they don't eat enough protein at all, and they're losing so much weight, not fat, and so muscle mass. And what happens in the end is they are lighter. They look skinnier, but they're actually fatter because they have more fat to muscle ratio.
Wow.
I have a small group inside of group coaching, and they are on a GLP of some sort, and they are pouring into each other. And I finally broke through to some who they were taking GLP in the shadows because they were ashamed, which is fine. Every teach his own. But they brought into that community, and they're encouraging each other to have the protein plants and power and have the water, because you're not thirsty when you're on a GLP usually. So all of those things are so important. And I think, of course, all of our optimized products are amazing to support your body and all that too.
Absolutely. Are they doing well? This
ma'am.
little group inside
Yes,
a
ma'am.
group? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
And let's explain why skinny fat is so terrible for your metabolism. Because the less clean, lean body mass, the less CLBM that you have, the less metabolism you have, the less hungry cupboards that are like sponges to
I
blood
love that
glucose,
reel that y'all
right?
did with the little toy
Oh,
house.
yes,
That was great.
Yes, that was me.
was
yeah.
Because you, I'm like, what reel?
Sorry.
Anyway, so if you're skinny fat, you might look skinnier, but your metabolism is way slower because you just have all this fat tissue that doesn't burn anything. It's fat is not an engine that revs.
Yeah. I think you both said to me last
good.
week, and I was like, wait, what? And then I actually had to think about it. Muscle is metabolism.
Yes, it's
Or
your burner.
it's certainly a huge part of your metabolism. Without the muscle, you don't have an ability to burn the calories.
Yeah, I love what you said. It's a huge part of your metabolism because metabolism, like Pearl has said here before, is a whole much larger conversation.
Yeah.
If you looked up really what metabolism is, it's about a lot of the systems of your body and how they all function. But what people think when they say metabolism is your ability to burn through fuel.
Yeah,
And
someone
so
says they
muscle-
have a
Fuel
fast
and fat,
metabolism.
yes.
It's because that's like the general thing people say when they can eat everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't gain
and don't
anything.
gain any weight. It's because they
Yes.
have a fast metabolism.
Right. And muscle
Yeah.
is the way you have a fast.
Yeah, bones are not
yeah.
burning. Fat is not burning.
They could also
you
have
know,
a high functioning thyroid too.
Yeah.
That must be it. Like the
Yeah.
guy who's the world record eater for like hot dogs.
Oh, really? Does
Putting away like 76 hot dogs in like
Oh
10
my
minutes or
gosh.
something crazy like
does
that.
he have a hypothyroid? Does he?
Must have it because he's not big.
A lot
Yeah,
of
you
those.
might have worms.
A lot of
Feeding
those.
the farm.
I feel like that's.
that's
I can't stand that. Sometimes I've watched it and I get grossed out. But a lot of those people, they fast for a couple of days. They do
I
that.
still don't think
and
that
then
would
they-
work for me. I still don't know that I could do something like that.
No,
Well, there's a reason why he was disrupting the whole food eating contest industry because but everybody else was doing like 20, 30, and then he came in and showed up one day and was like 76, and everybody was like,
Whoa.
"How are you still
With
alive?"
the bun?
Yeah,
Oh my
How did that
goodness.
actually, was there distension to his stomach?
I don't know. I've seen videos and he looked normal to me.
Because you look at 76
Yeah.
hot dogs
I
and you
would not
pile
wanna
them
be
in a
around
pyramid.
him.
That's a lot of space.
Yeah, they've put him up against like 3
I
sumo
would not wanna
wrestlers,
be-
and he will out eat all 3 of them.
Uh-uh.
Oh
Really?
yeah. Oh yeah.
The next day, can y'all imagine?
I can't remember his name. You'll have to
Oh,
just Google
I
it.
didn't
Google
know
it. It's a
that.
thing. It's a thing.
Or where his bathroom is
He's
located.
by himself. Sorry. Not sorry.
There's
That's
someone with
terrible.
an overactive metabolism, but it's got to be a thyroid thing. So who knows what's
Sometimes
going
if
on.
this is it just popped into my
Little
head and
extreme,
it
man.
sounds very mean and I don't know if I should say it. You can delete
Say
it on
it.
this podcast.
It's
You
live.
can delete
You
it.
cannot
But sometimes
delete
if I have to use public bathrooms, and I already have a problem with public bathrooms. But if someone very toxically sick goes in before me, I try to get a stall far away from
Oh,
them.
I don't go
Well,
in.
sure.
Because I feel like some of these fumes are coming out. There could be germs, and I might be catching them. I
don't
might be
even wanna
whatever
look that up.
listeria, whatever is happening.
Toilet paper on the seat is not good enough for all of that.
Yeah, but you're one of the ones that don't use the seat, and then the pee goes on there, and you're the one why
has to clean it
people
up.
have to put
No,
toilet
I'm
paper
the
on there.
sweet girl who wipes up other people's droplets.
Oh,
Do
yeah,
you
I've
know
done
I do
that.
that?
I've done it.
You're like, oh, that's terrible, and you get like
Yeah.
extra wads of toilet
Write it
paper.
in, Dan.
Write it in. You want me to
I
put
don't
that in the
make
show notes?
droplets.
I know, but you do not. You don't touch the seat. You squat.
I squat, but I don't make droplets, and if I do, I shall clean it up
Okay, well, good.
because I'm cleaning up the one prior to me.
Way to
I
leave
do
things
clean up
better.
prior
Way to leave the world a better
That's
place,
right.
Serene. One
Be the
toilet
good,
seat at a
Serene.
time.
Be the good.
But you know what's terrible? I don't like to go to the number 2s outside the house
I don't
either. It's
either.
not the right thing. But guess what?
Sometimes you have.
Sometimes my
Sometimes.
colon loves certain places. I have a certain bookstore in Nashville.
Didn't it just relax you?
No, it doesn't relax me. It's a stressed out place, but I don't know what it is. You know how your body knows
That
certain
is
things?
crazy.
As soon as I walk in the store,
The urge.
after I've done a few rounds of the book aisles, I want to go to Mount Vesuvius, and I don't know why. It's like it's a neuron pathway that my body says, this is what you do here. It's
All right, we need to
terrible.
think about this. What are you eating or drinking on the way to this every
No.
time? It's
No,
got to be
it's
something.
the same thing I do every day. It's the same
gotta be.
yuck yum. It's the same thing. It's the
Okay.
store it brings out of me, and a certain library.
Just something in the air. It's just unlocking.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even want to go to those places anymore.
I bet not.
That was a great
traumatic.
way to wrap up the podcast, Serene.
So
I'm
good.
I'm
But
going to
does
think
you-
about that every time I go to a bookstore now.
But does your colon know home? No, mine does. Because
Yeah.
most
Yes.
of all, when I'm a little bit off when I go travel,
Yeah.
a little bit off, a little bit of a tighty, and I'm not usually. But as soon as I bring my suitcases past the threshold, my colon says home and opens up the floodgates.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Mine too.
Everyone is
I don't
nodding.
know.
They're all nodding. This is
We're all,
common.
yes.
It's fine.
It makes me wonder where it comes from, but actually I don't know. I don't know. Like you said, like I don't want to know.
Yeah, no.
I always look when I
not
go on
looking it up.
I'm not gonna
vacation.
research
you
I'm
know-
not looking it up.
You know how you go on vacation to rest, and you kind of rest. Yes, you do, but I don't know if I ever sleep as well. As soon as I come home to my bed and the sheets haven't been washed, no, it's all grotty. And I come home and I'm like, my bed, and I sleep so deep.
Oh, I can't wait. I
Are
have
you
not been
guys-
home in a while.
Are you
That's
guys
right.
change it once a week, sheet people?
Yes.
Does your wife change it once a week?
Yes.
Do
We
you
don't-
change it once a
I
week?
do.
Something's wrong with us.
We
I don't like
We've-
to change it every week.
We've shared before, and we shan't share again.
No, it's just too much work. But see, I'm a twice showerer. I always shower before bed at night and
Oh,
in the
so you're
morning.
extra clean.
My
That's
sheets are
fine.
gorgeous.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
I don't know. The sleep thing makes sense to me. The colon thing doesn't make sense to me. But like when you're traveling and doing new things,
Yeah.
your brain is taking up so much
Yeah.
extra information trying to reorient. When you're going about your normal routine in a
Yeah.
home
It's
or
cool,
a
it's
house,
calm.
your brain is on autopilot, focusing on something specific. But you don't have to think about the little things like where the things are in your drawers or where the
Right.
light switch is. Even
Mm-hmm.
your brain's already got that locked away. But every time you travel somewhere new, everything's new,
Relearn,
so it's
yeah.
so much
So it
orienting.
makes
Your
your
brain has to process
it
that at
makes
night.
your
It's hard to sleep.
sphincter tighter
Yeah.
because all the
Every
things.
time I go
There's
to
a-
turn the light switch
It's
off where it's not, I go,
self-preservation.
I guess.
There's a brut. There's a what's a brut? There's a
For the
gut
sleep
brain.
thing, but like-
A gut brain connection. So if you are fishing for a light bulb, you're right. Your sphincter is tight.
yes, and if I go open the
don't-
drawer where my
I don't feel
underwear are, and
safe.
there's no in there because there's like forks and knives in the like hotel room with has a kitchenette. I'm like,
So is our hypothesis that like you can't poop if you don't feel safe?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Or pee.
That's it.
that's
it.
why children go
That's the
hide
unlock.
and find a dark corner or
when,
under
when
the
they're
table.
potty training, when they're still wearing a diaper.
Yeah,
and here's
yeah.
the thing: I can't pee properly on a plane, and you have to go so bad. But I just sit on the plane, and a little bit comes out, and it's like, oh no, I have to get up in 20 minutes again.
It's because of the vibration. It
Of
is.
the plane,
it's too
you
much.
think?
So you're doing a Kegel.
Stop.
Have you ever tried to pee in the ocean? It can't happen.
Yeah.
It can't happen for me because it's too much movement.
Okay, well, you don't go all the way into the water. You just kind of stand up to your knees and you
Weird
just let
that
it go, and then
this-
you dump.
This potty
what you
podcast
do.
is actually
We go
teaching
pee in
people
the
Anybody
how to
else?
Yes, I've peed in the ocean.
teaching people how to pee in the ocean.
If it's really cold,
I
and
just
you're
left
wearing a
the
wetsuit.
ocean.
I
It's very
don't
fresh
pee
in
in
my
pools.
mind.
I don't pee in pools.
Oh,
Oh,
But
I
I
know.
think it's very moral to pee in the ocean.
It is.
Yes.
Plus, you cannot leave and walk up the hot sand and then
No.
to the car and get in your car and then drive off to find a bathroom.
But at
it's
least
safe to
if
your
you go
family.
away from
It's all
other
fine.
swimmers.
The waves
No,
are
it's
doing
fine,
it. The
yeah.
waves are pushing it
The water's
everywhere. But I
moving.
can't. But I've never successfully peed in the ocean.
Oh.
I've
Fish
tried
are peeing in
multiple
the
times.
ocean. It's fine.
Yeah, but it can't happen.
We've
for
had
me.
multiple potties about peeing in the shower, so we'll leave that one.
Yeah,
and
I'm
we'll,
not going
what
there.
are we on? Are we an hour? It feels
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, can I
We're-
talk about the conference for 5
Oh,
seconds?
yes.
Definitely plug the conference,
Please.
Amy.
If anyone is
15
still
days.
listening,
15 days till the conference. I want to show some cool things that we did. Girls,
days.
would y'all like to see the hat I had? on?
Yes.
Isn't it
Oh, the
cute?
gathering,
I love
fuel
that.
of freedom. That's
Isn't it
so
cute?
That's
Do you
so
like it?
cool.
Do you like it?
I like it.
I'm so excited. Okay,
Love the
so we have
colors.
hats. We only have
I
a
really
few.
do love that.
But we will be selling those. And I have y'all shirts. These are our
Oh,
shirts.
these are Serene and my
Yeah,
shirts.
those are our
Oh,
shirts.
wow.
I don't have enough arms. I'm short. But we have conference shirts.
Should Serene and I wear Are these both our sizes?
Yeah, I will let y'all know what day to wear them.
Yeah, what size are these now?
They're small, honey. You're
Okay,
good.
great.
We also
great.
have shaker bottles. So cute.
The gathering.
Did y'all
Does
see
everyone get one of these when
No,
they
they
come
had to
the
pre-order it.
conference?
They had to
Oh.
pre-order it, and we will have a few for sale there, but not a ton. Do you love this?
I
Oh, that's
love
cool.
it.
That says
wanna
Trim
see?
Healthy.
It does. We'll
I
have those
love
there.
that.
And you can shake up your
Your
essential or your
essentials
collagen
or your whey. Yep. And
We've
we
got
have-
great essentials coming. We have new essentials
do.
coming, and they are good.
Goodness. They're essential. I dream about them every day. I don't have them, and I
It's
go and
coming.
get my current one, which is fine.
It's too sweet for me, the current one, because
But
all
I'm
of you
like-
sweeties love it, and we can't change the formulation.
But I dream about our new one, which
Tell us how you really feel about it, Serene.
sweet. Okay, what? Keep
Oh, and we
going.
have some stickers to put on all your places. So we have one for the gathering,
love
and we have a
that.
Trim Healthy Mama sticker. So if y'all want to look at those,
Okay, yeah,
I
people
want to
still
look.
use stickers.
I had
eh?
the
Am I getting to
stamp
keep
of,
this?
Yes, ma'am, that's yours.
And Pearl and I are fighting over that, or that's
I'll
yours?
get you one. Don't worry.
Okay,
I'll get you one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have one. But we're 15 days out. You can still buy a ticket. We'd
We're
love to
15
see you.
days from the
Coming soon.
gathering.
Yes.
Better get our talk together.
Y'all
Hey,
better
Nate?
get it. I gotta get
Yeah.
mine together too,
Serene,
guys.
yeah.
We
I-
haven't practiced.
You're gonna do great. You're gonna
I'm
do
kind of
great.
excited about
Yeah,
it.
me
I'm
too.
very excited to see everyone.
It's gonna be awesome.
Like I keep seeing people on the Gathering Facebook group, and they're
Introducing
like,
themselves.
"Yeah,
Yes.
I love that. Oh, I
Yes.
love hearing these stories too."
Yes. It's gonna be a beautiful time. I'm very excited.
Oh yeah,
July
first of its kind. You know, first year. You guys that are coming, you're special. The rest of you that are not,
They'll
you-
be the OG conference people.
yes.
Yeah.
The rest of you that are not,
That
you
you're
can come
still
another
special.
year.
You're
Not quite as special.
Thank you,
Coming
girls.
soon.
Yep.
2 weeks.
Yep.
See you there.
Bye.
I think we're done.
Yeah.
we're done. Bye bye.